Hi, this is Mr. Nazarian. Our learning objective today, I can read, write, and compare decimals to the thousandths, 5th grade standard, NBT 3. Alright, today we're going to be ordering decimals. So yesterday we looked at comparing two numbers with decimals, and today we're going to look at a set of more than two, and actually in particular four. So we'll look at four different numbers and we'll put them in order from smallest to largest. Alright, so here's the set we're going to look at first. So we have these four different numbers with decimals, and we want to put them from smallest on the left to the largest on the right. So in order from smallest to largest. First of all, I'm going to look at these four numbers here, and I can see that this one's 81 and a decimal. This is 82. This one's 81 and a decimal. This one's 81 and a decimal. So these three here are all 81 and then some. And this one, though, is a whole number larger than 81. It's 82. So there's not really a wrong way to do this. So I'm just going to start with the largest this time, because I already know this is the biggest, because this is a whole number larger than 81, where these ones are 81 and then some. Okay, so now it's down to these three. And I'm going to look at these and say, okay, well, I've got 81, and then all of them are 81 actually, and then I look at the tenths place, and I can see that this is 0 tenths. I have no tenths here. Here I have 8 tenths, so that means that's larger, right? From comparing decimals. And here's another 8 tenths. So since this has 0 tenths, I'm going to move, and that means this is the smallest. So I'm going to put this in this first box, which tells us that's the smallest decimal of those. And then I'm looking here at 81.86 and 81.858. Remember from last night when we were looking at this, that just because this has more digits doesn't mean that it's larger, right? So we're going to look at, we know that the tens place is the same, the ones place is the same, the tenths place is the same. We're going to move one place value over here, and we can see that this is not the same. So up here we have 6 hundredths versus 5 hundredths, and that means that that's going to be larger, right? So I'm doing it from smallest to largest. I'm going to put the smaller one of the two here, and then that means this is going to fit right here. So good mathematicians, we always double check our work and make sure that we have the correct answer. So we have 81 and I'll just say 81.01 for the sake of us putting these in order. So that makes sense. That would be the smallest. There's 0 in the tenths place there. Then 81.8, that means it's larger than this one, right? 0.858. And then the next one is 81.86, which means it's going to be larger than this one because this was 0.85. And then this one is going to be the largest because in the ones place it's larger than these other three numbers. Okay. So now we've got the hang of this. We're going to look at this set of numbers here. And we've got 3.2, 3.562, 3, and 3.61. Now, in looking at these, I can tell that all of them have 3 in the ones place. But this one stands out because all of these are 3 and something, right? And a part of a whole. Whereas this one is just 3 with no extra decimal. So that's going to be the smallest of that bunch. Then I'm going to look here, and remember they all have the same ones place, so we're going to move to the tenths place, right? The next place value over. This is 2 tenths versus 5 tenths versus 6 tenths. So all of them have different tenths, so we're not going to have to look any farther than the tenths place for this. For when we're working on ordering decimals, we don't really need to worry about any of the other place values. We don't need to worry about the hundredths or the thousandths, even though these numbers contain those. We don't need to because we can stop right at the tenths because they're not the same. So 3.2, so 2 tenths is going to be the next largest after 3 whole. And then this one had 5 tenths versus 6 tenths, so 5 tenths is going to be the next bigger number. And then finally 3.61 will be the largest of those numbers. And that is how you order decimals. We'll work on that tomorrow. See you then.